transparency, right? They tell you what you want
but
to
it has
hear.
to start. It has to start with the audience. It has to start with with the people that they demand the transparency.
This is Nicolas Sennström talking about transparency in politics on the internet at Le Web
So let's,
3.
because that's Skype and Venice project, if you woke up, next week or in the next 6 months and say, oh, we changed that, let's change politics now. How would you start?
I think that's you're going to do better than I am.
Well, probably not. But how do you, how do you see this power shift? Do you think it's really happening, or is it just buzz?
So we had an election in Sweden this year, and then we thought that the internet would really play a huge difference, but it really didn't do that yet. So although it's starting to happen more and more that the internet is being used, but I think that obviously, like if you look at in each country, you have like social networks and which are really big, have very big audience, and they could probably be used. I'm surprised I haven't seen any politicians who are embracing these tools and say just getting a lot of.
In Sweden, you mean?
No, it haven't happened. I thought it would happen in Sweden this time, but it didn't.
How about freedom of speech?
Well, obviously,
Skype is working in China, right?
Yes, it works everywhere. So that is a good example of technology that allows anyone to communicate with privacy. So that's we have a lot of NGOs around the world using Skype. I think it's really good. One, because it saves them a lot of money when they're out in Africa or wherever they are, but also that there's no one who just kind of eavesdrop them. So it's actually a good example of freedom.
But do you think the internet, like Skype, like the internet generally, will make it more difficult for non-democratic countries to exist and manage the countries and the people, protect information the way they do?
Definitely, yeah.
Will they
happening.
disappear? Dictators? No more dictators?
I don't know. I think that the internet is a very good democratization mechanism. So.